This is a GANS centre.
Yeah.
You probably haven't heard of GANS, but GANS is gas at nano status. So what does that mean? This means plasma. What does plasma mean? The fourth state of matter. That's as much as we know because we're all learning. This is a new technology and we're bringing it out. So I'm going to show you the 3 states of GANS that we're going to be making, which is CH3, CO2, which is white, and the CuO, we can see the colour already taking shape in this one, where the GANS, gas at nano status, is in this mix. And therefore, this is a saline solution, 15% sal marina in Spanish, 15% salt water with distilled water. And this one is CO2, taking very nice shape now. You can see from the top the GANS forming. This is zinc and nano coated copper. And you can see the snow down here collecting. We're going to be extracting that and bottling that. And then the third one is your CH3, which is nails and steel. You see I've got my gloves on. I don't want to infect this. So we're going to put this tomorrow in a bowl. I need to empty that out. I can put it in there. And then we're going to put that. There's a nice big spiral in there. Like that. And then we're going to prop it up. We don't want it to touch. So I'll just drop it in there now. You get the picture. It keeps moving on me, but I'll stop that. So that now doesn't touch. So you've got 3 steel nails. You've got nano coated copper. We've got one more coating to do tomorrow, and then this becomes blue GANS, which is CH3.
And so what's the difference and why do you make different kinds of GANS?
What we're following is from the Kesh Spaceship Institute, is that these 3 GANS that in particular, when you mix them together, will give you an opportunity to understand maggrav technology. And what it does is, when we put these 3 together, this is nano-coated copper wire made to specification, which you can take a reading of the specification if we come over here. And basically what we do is we spin the copper 144 times for the 2, which one goes inside the other, and the second one is 81 turns goes inside the other, which gives you that in copper, which gives you that, which makes that, which makes that, and that explains how it works. And then we nano coat these to get them in the black state. We're going to be putting the GANS and smearing it all over these. So we've got 3 made, nano coated, and in Spanish it's nano recubrimiento, nano coated. And how we do that is with caustic soda, NOAH, I think it is, or NaOH. Shows how much of a scientist I am. And you literally pour boiling water over that, and you come back here, and you can turn copper into nano-coated copper. Okay? So we've got all this copper here, it's ready to go. We're going to be mass producing this.
And so then once you nano coat it using the caustic soda and the boiling water, then you can put it in the salt water mix and start the GANS making process.
And then it's time produces the GANS. So they're all a little bit different in time, but you're exactly right. Yes.
And so then once the GANS are made, what do we do and what's the purpose of?
Well, pass me one of those again, please. So the purpose of it is, in actual fact, we do it here because we got the answer on the wall. Is we put the GANs inside a fixed receptacle, so I can bore a little hole in there, inject the GANs into there, put a little bit of silicone on it, close it up, and we put that inside the ball inside the rings, nano coated. Remember, they used to be copper, but they're nano coated copper now. And this looks rather like this, and this on the side view, and then this, and then something like that. And what do? We connect it to the grid and we take our electricity. How does it work? This GANs gives off an auric field of energy, and therefore, just like your cellular works, you can't see how it works, but you know that the energy is there. This reads the energy. It's like a mini sun or a million suns, trillions of them. We are creating the sun on the planet. So that goes in here, and this basically, if I can say it in a non-scientific terms, this ring understands the electricity side of the magnetic gravitation. And as it explains here, gravity goes one way and the magnetism goes the other way. This total connection understands how to react to your power needs, and that's the best way to explain it. Is that getting somewhere close to you understanding?
And so then if you use it to power a house, how does that function? Where would you connect? I know
we have to be patient because the machine, when you first start it, does not work, because it's got to react to the frequency and vibration of its environment. So therefore you then get the machine, you connect it up to the grid, like it tells you with the capacitors and everything else that goes along with this little arrangement. Or you can buy a unit. It's better off you making your own. It's much better because you understand it more. But what happens is, for 3 days you don't get any power. And then you can put a little tiny light on it, because it's then starting to understand, you want electricity, I will find that electricity with that little light. 4 days after that, you can connect up a ventilator. 4 days after that, you can connect up your air conditioning. And it will find and source the energy and convert it. So this will convert it into your electricity, which will fire the electricity back into the grid. After 1 month, you'll be putting energy back into the grid.
And so then how long does one of these units last for?
It's 2 kilowatts and there's no moving parts.
So you don't have, so once you make one of these, you don't have to remake the GANs?
There's no maintenance, nothing moving. In fact, the longer you leave it, the more it understands the energy that you need. It's a reactor, it's not a generator. It's the most important words to take out are generator. We're used to generators. This is new, this is a power reactor. So therefore, it's a 2 kilowatt. Well, in Peru, that's pretty good for a house. In fact, it's probably more than you need. At the moment, the reports on the internet of our guys have them about 1.3, 1.7 kilowatts working. There's one particular guy who was on the TV show last week who's got one at 1.36, I think he said, but he had 4 fans, several lights, and he had his air conditioning system working off it. That's pretty cool. So this works, but we have to start rethinking what we know about electricity. This is above Tesla. This is now, it's plasma science. And in Spanish it's called plasmática. So, you like that little interlude.